In this video, I'm gonna reveal the biggest mistakes first-time homebuyers make when preparing to buy their first home. Many first-time homebuyers have heard that they can purchase a home with little to no savings, but here's why this might be a bad idea. Imagine you purchase a home and 2 weeks later you get laid off from your job, or you find out your AC isn't working. Now what? Now you're scrambling and you're stressed out trying to make sure your bills are paid so you don't lose the home, or in the case of the AC break-in, you may be in the house roasting because you can't afford to pay to repair the HVAC system. And now, because of all this stress caused by these events, buyers sometimes start regretting the purchase and may experience some level of buyer's remorse. By the end of this video, you will learn how to avoid the two biggest mistakes first-time homebuyers make and how you can avoid experiencing buyer's remorse. But before we get into the video, in order to prepare to purchase your first home, you need to have a budget. Instead of creating a home buying budget yourself, I want to invite you to download my free monthly budget template for first-time home buyers. This is the budget spreadsheet that I send to my clients to help them prepare financially for home ownership. And if you stick to it, I think you'll be ready for home ownership too. Mistake number one: failing to have an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a sum of money in an account that's readily available to you in times of an emergency. An emergency fund ideally should be equivalent to 3 to 6 times your monthly essential expenses. Now, what is an essential expense? Essential expenses include, like water, electricity, in some cases gas, your cell phone, internet, groceries. For me, the gym is an essential expense. But your essential expenses are things you pay for that you cannot live without if you had to cut back on your spending. Total all your essential expenses, add your desired monthly mortgage payment, and use that sum as your monthly expenses. If you totaled your expenses for the month and the sum is $4,000, then my suggestion to you is that you have at least $12,000 in addition to your down payment and closing costs. Having this money set aside will give you some peace of mind in the event of job loss, unexpected medical bills, or emergency home repairs. The first home I bought was a fixture-upper, and the plan was to make the repairs over time. But after moving in and living in the house for a week or so, we noticed water leaking from the drain pipe in our basement. Obviously, it's unsanitary to live in a home where you have sewer water leaking into the home, so we called the plumbing company, and $6,000 later, we had the new drain pipe installed. I did not have the money at the time, and unfortunately had to put this repair on a credit card. If I had an emergency fund, I would have been able to pay the $6,000 to repair the pipe without the months of interest that comes from using a bank credit card. Again, an emergency fund is not a requirement as a home buyer, but especially in today's economy and with all the uncertainty this administration has created, especially if you're a government employee or in public health or in other industries whose jobs have been, recently attacked, or if you're buying a home as a single man or a single woman, it's wise to have an emergency fund for these unplanned and unforeseen but very real situations. This is why, although you can get into a home with little to no money out of pocket here in Maryland, I do not recommend entering home ownership broke or without any savings. Mistake number two: spending the entire pre-approved amount. When you are pre-approved for a loan, the lender will look at your income, your debt, and your credit score to determine how much you qualify for. Most of the time, the amount the bank is willing to lend you is more than what you should be spending. For example, I recently spoke with a buyer that had been approved for over $1 million, but she quickly told me she did not want to be anywhere near that purchase price. A $1.2 million home in PG County, Maryland has an approximate monthly payment of $9,000. And just because her income and credit showed she could afford it, the pre-approval doesn't always consider expenses such as school or daycare costs for kids or other personal lifestyle must-haves. So it's important that you know what you want your monthly payment to be rather than having the lender tell you what you can afford. So how can you avoid these two mistakes? You gotta budget. Budgeting is the best way to track your spending and reach your financial goals. And I've made it easy for you to plug your expenses into a spreadsheet to make it easy for you to see what your monthly expenses are. From that, You can determine what your emergency fund should be, and you can also determine what you're comfortable paying per month in mortgage, taxes, and insurance, which will then influence your desired purchase price for your home. You can download the spreadsheet using the link in the description below. If you found the information in this video helpful, please comment, like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what other topics you'd like me to discuss.